If a service is disrupted, what's important for me to know is, a couple of things. How long is the disruption going to take? And what's plan B? What are the accommodations being made? So, for example, if I'm using public transport and my bus stop is, the street's under construction, so now, I can no longer access the thing. The bus stop. I need to know that, ahead of time because I need to maybe make other arrangements. For most people, it's like, oh, well, the new stop is over on Weaver Street. Well, I may not be able to get to Weaver Street, right? Maybe I'm using a wheelchair, maybe I'm using a walker, it's too far, whatever the case may be. So that's fine. Streets need to be repaired and things are the way they are. But I need to be able to make plans, alternate plans, or find out what the alternate plans the city or the region has made to accommodate that. Because what you don't want to happen is, somebody who's on their way to work or school or a medical appointment walks out the front door and, oh, hey, there's no bus. Oh, the bus is a block down the way. Well, I can't get there, right? So you sort of need to know how long is it going to be, and what are the accommodations that can be made.
This is a good summer to talk about that because there's been a lot of service disruptions. Certainly on the buses, I am not always aware ahead of time because although GRT sends me information via computer, I don't always look. So it really helps if the bus operator will advise me of a detour. Certainly if I ask and say, where are we? Because I thought I could recognize a landmark. If she or he will explain to me, we're detouring and we're going such and such a way, don't worry, you'll get where you want to go.
A very frequent service that many people with disabilities use, including myself, is transportation. And whether that's the specialized transit, door-to-door service, or whether it's regular transportation on the big bus, disruptions there are not unheard of. Maybe a little less with door-to-door service, but certainly with the main GRT lines, with construction, that happens quite frequently. If I'm using that service to get to work or school or a medical appointment, I need to know what my alternates are. If I can't get the bus stop here, is there one I can get to? If not, is the region willing to maybe provide an alternate service like door-to-door or taxi cab? So, those things are pretty important for me to know.
Well, bus is the biggest because I love Grand River Transit and I use it a great deal. So if there's a lot of detours and interruptions, it may really make my trip a lot longer. Another area actually is this McLennan Park. We had the big music fest and thank goodness I heard about it on the radio, so I knew that I was going to walk into a blue fence if I went in my normal park walk. So both the radio advertising and signing bright colored fences instead of gray ones.